See here. All right, guys. You can't go ahead and make your last minute text message. Just let everybody know that we are live in the lab. We are making things happen. So, last minute text messages, last minute follow-ups. Any of you guests want to get them on here, and we'll go ahead and get everything started. This is Samuel Bean, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call the walk and talk, wealth and health. And if you hear the pauses when I talk, it's because I'm out here walking. So I got to breathe and be able to do two things at one time. So, but this is what we come every day, Monday through Friday, without fail. This is what we come to get our steps in, get our little exercise, right? But also to make sure we're learning how to live smarter, from a health and wealth perspective, weight loss perspective, business and finance, credit, leadership type stuff. So, this is what we do every day. So you guys are welcome to be here. We've been doing this since January the 6th, and we're not stopping, right? The community is getting bigger, which means that the impact is getting bigger. And that's the ultimate goal, guys. Uh, so with that being said here, every day, we give our testimonials, how many steps we taken, right? Give our inches, whatever it is, things that we're feeling, in our bodies that are different, and reflections on what we're learning. And then you guys are bringing up topics of discussion as well. And so, looking forward to today, like I am every day, to have these conversations with you guys, but also your contributions. So, we'll go ahead and get everything started. Now, last night we had a really nice presentation, for the company and for the products and everything, and felt real comfortable with it. Getting very comfortable talking about it now, finding my way around it because I'm not a doctor and I have to watch what I say, because I have a responsibility, not just to my team, but to the company and the brand itself. Make sure I don't say anything get us in trouble. But I'm excited about that. Just repetition kicking in. The conversations that I'm having with you guys every day, and the conversations I'm having with my prospects every day, it's put me in a position where I can have a really nice, natural presentation, conversation, top style presentation. And so remember, guys, that presentation muscle needs to be worked out every day, right? So make sure you're stretching before you do your presentation. When I say stretching, I'm talking about verbally and mentally stretching because when when you're having these conversations with people, you're talking about this stuff every day. That's how you warm up, right? That's how you get ready, to do those presentations, and it works. You'd be amazed at how that information just comes back and how that natural recall kicks in, and you really do exhibit certain traits when you're having those conversations as one, as if you're an expert or you know what you're talking about, right? And the confidence, that you talk with, it gives people, the confidence in you to let them know that, what, I can rely on this person. This person, they know what they're talking about, right? And so warm up every day, stretch every day, right? Exercise that presentation muscle and that conversation muscle every day. Find somebody to talk to every day about it. Right? So everybody, every day. And also continue to listen, to presentations that have been done before you. Listen to testimonials that have been done before you. So you can get those because those become a part of your arsenal. Like in the NBA, our basketball period, and some sports, my sons say, well, your dad, your bag, when you was my age, you didn't have no bag. I got a bag. Yeah. They got, but this is their moves, their little tricks and things that make them different, right? Well, you want to make sure you have a bag, you know, of skill sets and things that you can utilize, like testimonials and wordplay, and how to make a person connect with you and what you're talking about, how to bring a person in to your conversation and to the situation, right? So extend your bag. All right. So got a one other thing. Yesterday, I think I did right about 13,000 steps. I put it in the group. A little bit over 13,000 steps, but I did 11 right at 11 before 10 o'clock a.m. And so for me, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like me, I found my sweet spot, especially since my wife is getting up earlier. Yeah. So this morning, tell you real quick, she got out the bed last, but she gonna tell you, well, it wasn't even 60 seconds. You got out the bed last. She's supposed to fix the bed, right? So I helped her fix the bed this morning. We fixed our half, our side. So just to be not necessarily fair, but to be a good hubby. So I'll open up, open up the floor to y'all. And whoever else stuff you want to talk about, let's go ahead and talk about it. What is up, Aaron? Come on, Amanda.
All right. So I got 15,133. So I put it out there last night. JD and Karen, you probably beat me today, but that's okay. I got you today, though. I got you today.
See, look, you come
But
with disclaimers this morning. We different this morning. You
yes,
come with
I got this.
disclaimers this
I,
morning.
I
No.
came with a disclaimer. I come with a well, I went in the office and then I was at church last night, but I still made sure I got my 10,000. That's a
That's
must
what I'm
for
talking
me.
about. That's what I'm
And
talking
then
about.
yeah, so
Whew.
this week, oh, I got something funny to tell y'all. So as I'm getting dressed this morning to come outside to take the dog and start walking, I'm looking in the mirror and I see my skin tightening up. I don't see like I'm I'm not giving y'all my stats yet until I said month. I'm gonna do all my stats then. But I'm like, oh my God, look, my stomach is going down, my skin is tightening up. Oh, I'm getting real happy now. So
Mm-hmm.
when you see progress, and I feel it anyway, but to see it is something
Mm-hmm.
totally different. And
Mm-hmm.
the next thing is, I have an event that we're doing on Monday. Me and Kathy. My son was going to, but now he started this new job, so it'll be me and Kathy out there doing what we do, promoting the business, selling our product, just setting up, doing what we got to do, and giving people information. So
Mm.
yay! I'm out here walking. So like Mr. Bean said, sometimes you breathe it. And Karen, I'll call
Mm-hmm.
you after this call so we can do our workout together. The
That's what I'm talking
thing
about.
you telling me about. So all
Hmm.
right, I'm going on mute now because my 30 seconds is up.
There you go. And I'm telling you, see, this is cool though. Like I said, it's all fun. It's all games. And 15,000 steps. When you gotta give a disclaimer for 15,000 steps, that means you have big expectations, daily expectations of yourself. And I love that. Yeah, I really do love that. So 15,000 steps, like man, I underperform type conversation. And so that's huge because 10,000 steps, like I said, it's a must. Yeah, it's not an option. This is a way of life now. And that's the thing. When that switch flips and now what you're doing becomes a way of life, you know, I'm gonna just say don't get no better than that, right?
I'm
So
I'm sorry,
that's
Mr.
important.
Bean. I couldn't find my microwave my microphone when Amanda was talking her talk.
Okay. What you got? What you got, Karen?
I got my 19 in, but I feeling it. I'm going to
Mm.
get my massage today.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna keep up with you today, Amanda. I ain't gonna try today. I'm gonna listen to my body and say slow down. But I'm gonna do my 10,000 steps today.
Well, Karen, let me share something with you. Your body ain't saying slow down. Your body's saying massage me and keep going. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That's all it is. You can keep going. Trust me. Your body saying give me a massage and keep
that's it.
going. All
That's
right.
it. I'm gonna get that
That's
massage.
That's right. That's right. Trust me. Because I went and got mine, right? And I'm telling you, it's a brand new man, brand new body, brand new
I
everything.
know.
It's just like, I got to get that reset. And so keep on going forward. But I'm excited for you, 19. You know what I'm saying? That's good stuff. Proud of you. Keep on going.
All right.
Y'all got y'all workout going today too. That's fantastic. That's
I'm
fantastic.
working it.
All right.
All right.
Tell
I'm
Totally I say
muting.
good morning. All right. Who else is who's next this morning? And by the way, Mrs. Bean
Well,
has a an app that she put a Step It Up. I think it's called Step Up or Step It Up or something like that. I say a lot of you already put yourself on that app, and I think she was seeing different people in there, like Maddie and one of my guys over in California had 18,000 steps, and I'm like, man, them steps on Step It Up. That's fantastic. You guys get a chance to be on the same app, and you guys are doing your thing, and now everybody can see each other on that app. I think that's fantastic. That's phenomenal. So,
go fix that bed.
uh, my wife just walked across me. We just crossed paths. Somebody go fix your bed. So, but yeah, that app is pretty cool. So, I think she may have put the link. If she hadn't put the link in it's in a group. If not, it'll definitely be in a group today. So, make sure you guys are linking up to that app and get those steps in. There's one more layer of accountability, one more layer of fun, one more layer of competition, healthy competition, and just be at the top of the leaderboard, every day if you're competitive, and just make sure you are at the top of your board. Okay, if it's about you increasing the amount of steps that you're taking every day. Remember, the first person you're in competition with is yourself. Okay, that's the most important person. Okay, now competitor, that is, when you're actually out here, you got people who you can look at across the aisleway and say, okay, I'm gonna, follow that person's lead. I'm gonna keep up with that person, or man, this person's gonna be at it every day. That just takes it to the next step, next level. But get yourself to the point to where you personally compete against yourself, and you continue to make your best better. Because when everybody else take the day off, like when Amanda say, "Well, I don't want to do 20,000 today. I'm gonna do 15 because I got so much stuff to do." Then what about that when she takes the day off, and now all of a sudden you're looking and saying, "Okay, well I ain't got to do number 16 to beat that and beat Amanda," And so now you used to doing 19 and 20, right? But all of a sudden, because she did less, you do less. This is why you always compete against yourself. Use everybody else's barometers and fun, but again, the greatest have always competed against themselves, nobody else. So who's next?
It's Roberta from Florida. Good morning. Good
Roberta,
morning.
home
Hey.
of the Jaguars. Who? What's going
Yes,
on?
sir. Yesterday I did 11,599 steps. I
Hmm.
had some conversation. I followed up with some people yesterday I got back, my flight got back in at 6 o'clock yesterday. I went straight to Zumba, had a conversation with the young lady there because she saw me starting Zumba and I was doing my thing. And she was like, girl, I need to get some of that product. I had already sampled of it. And she just kept saying, oh, I got to wait. People be asking me for money, my kids, blah, blah, blah. And I just said, okay. And I kept going. She said, somebody said, oh, Roberta's doing that. She over there, she have all that energy. And she said, yeah, she was probably drinking on the plane, trying to make a joke. I just kept going, honey. I said, you ain't finna do nothing over here, honey, because you see what's going on. So she
Hmm.
stopped me afterwards. She said, girl, I definitely got to get some of this product Friday. I said, okay, good. And I just continue to follow up on people. I don't have time to stay in the slow lane. I'm trying to talk to more people, trying to get more yeses. And the only way for me to get more
Boy,
yeses is I talk to more people.
there you go. And so that's the thing. It's like, guys, get out there. You see, the reason why some people get under your skin when they don't buy something from you is because you're counting on that one or two people that you just talked to. You can be talking to, 5 to 10 people a day. You wouldn't care because people would be joining you every day. People would be buying something from you every day, right? Because you're introducing people and adding people to your pipeline every day. I believe that either some of you have read the parable of the pipeline and forgot what the meaning of that was, or the story behind it was, or the message behind it was, or you read it and didn't understand it, or you haven't read it at all. But the parable of the pipeline, guys, go read the parable of the pipeline. They have it on YouTube and videos, so you can actually have it, you know, recited to you. Okay, they have it on Audible, right? But go read the parable of the pipeline. Some of you guys, your pipeline is dried up, right? It just went backwards, or you never had one, right? And so let's make sure you go ahead and start building up your pipeline. Make sure you start continue to on a daily basis, uh, add people, introduce yourself to people, posting and connecting with people, shaking hands, 3 feet ruling, eyesight ruling, whatever you got to do to get people's attention and have a conversation so you can expose your product to these people and the community to these people. Do that. As a matter of fact, one of the best salesperson, for this group, for that product, is a Tri GLP group, and this one is even better than that one if you can get a person in here, right? Because a person will see when they get in here, it's like lifestyle change. When they get in here, they get infected, right? They become a part of the process. They become a part of the community, and if that information gets too good for them. And when you get in here every day and you're being fed every day, right? It starts to do something to you. Trust me, it does. So, people who are saying, you know what, I can't afford the product. Okay, but I got something for you that's free because I'm here to help you. Yeah, I'm not here to make money off of you. Money just comes as a byproduct to be selling products. But I'm gonna share some with you. Yeah, give you access to this group, and they walk and talk every day. Right, they coach and counsel every day. Right, and you can learn more about life, not just about weight loss, in this group every day. Okay, and so that's how you build up the customer base. That's how you build up, your sales force as well. I know some of the people who have people in here, their people have been on the product since we launched it because their people have been in the group since we launched it. Okay? And so I don't know of many people who are on that product who got on and got off or anything like that. Once they've been in here, it just doesn't make any sense. All right. So congratulations, Roberta. 11,000 plus steps. All right. And you got people looking at you, recognizing you, and they're paying attention, guys. All you gotta do is be the walking, living, breathing billboard for health and wellness, for weight loss. And people see. They see your energy. They see you pushing through. Now you're on your 4th song with no problem. Now you're on your 5th song with no problem, right? Your second win, don't take that long for you to come and get the second win. The second win is boom, is right there, right? And so keep doing your thing and watch what happens. People will start to think that you're the trainer. If they didn't see you and the trainer together or see you training class, they start to think that you're the trainer, right? So that's what you want, all right? All right, who's next?
Mr. Bean, JJ from North Carolina.
Hey, JJ, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Just
What you
wanted
got
to
for us this
say,
morning?
yes, sir. Yesterday was my first time going over 7,000 steps. Pretty stoked out about that.
Awesome.
And then I'm all over here walking now. Me and the wife are, and
Oh,
I'm also sharing the product with my family members and stuff like that, and they're seeing they see the value of it, and they want to get signed up. So I'm going to stay on them with that, and that's what I got going on so far right now, sir.
man, you got a lot going on, a lot of good stuff going on. First of all, congratulations on the 7,000. And I'm gonna tell you, 7,000 for somebody who's never did it before, guys, it's like 20,000. It's gold, right? It's that 20,000. It's that 25,000 steps. It's that 10,000 steps. It's that 15,000 steps. It's awesome. And so you just keep on walking, JJ. Like I just talked about, that's gonna wait. That's gonna increase every day. And at some point in time, what's gonna happen is you'll be at the 10, 15, 20. And the crazy part about it is you'll look up and you'll just have those numbers. It won't be because you're trying. It'll be because you found ways to stay on your feet, not on your seat. Okay, that's important. If you stay up, you'll stay active. Okay, if you stay up, you'll stay active. Okay? And so you got that watch on. You got whatever it is, a device on your phone, and you know when you're sitting there looking at it, he's like, okay, I could be walking around on my phone doing business deals. I don't have to sit down in front of my computer until I need to be in front of my computer. And even then, I could just spin my computer around and, and do whatever I need to do on my computer standing up, right? It's not required for you to sit down and throughout your day, all right? And so that's for comfort. Uh, so you got the missus out there walking with you. Congratulations. You guys are doing it together. So now you'll see people who like, I know you. Oh, y'all the people that walk every day, right? And when you have a conversation with people, they'll start to know you from the streets and seeing you walking and passing it up every morning. And so, one second here. Okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. Now, continue to do your thing, though, JJ. I'm excited for you. Looking forward to hearing your updates every day. And like I said, welcome to the Walker Talk. All right. Who's next?
Good morning, Mr. Bean. This is Marlene. How is
Hey,
everyone this
Marlene. Good
morning?
morning.
Good morning.
Fantastic.
Uh, it's funny that you said just that thing about the desk. I had to return my watch because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do as far as steps. I'm going to be getting the ring that was in the chat. But as I said, I'm trying to give myself grace as well. Oh, okay, 4,825 steps. For me, that's pretty
There you
good.
go. Hmm.
I'm giving myself grace, and I had to tell myself that yesterday because I am now back at work full time for the first time in a year and a half. And
Mm.
uh, it's, I get tired. I'll be quite truthful, and getting these steps in is difficult, but I'm doing my best. But what you said, I have a riser desk, and I have been doing steps at the desk, trying to get them in. And that's why I said my watch is not recording them. So it says something about my gait is not big and regular as average, so it won't record those steps. So I'm hoping the ring will record it, but definitely get those steps in between talking to clients. I'm stepping. So
There you
I'll
go.
come off mute for that.
There you go. Now I appreciate that. That's good stuff. And the cool part about it is if you can find something that will take your steps when you're stepping in place, that's fantastic. And if not, guess what? It's still fantastic because though your watch is not catching those steps, your body is. Right. And so keep on going till you find something that'll capture it. But make sure that the watch is for show, right? Your life, that's where you actually get the biggest benefits from it. And like I said, so like you like champions, we talk about champions. Champions are created in the dark when nobody else is watching, right? And so when you're taking those steps, those extra steps, even though they're not being counted by the watch, they're being counted by your liver, your gallbladder, your pancreas, right? Your kidneys, your heart, your calves. They count, and it's counting, right? Towards everything you're doing, the ultimate goal. So, but yeah, I want my steps counted too. But I just want to give you that inspiration on that. Keep on doing what you're doing because you're doing this for you, and that's the most important thing. All right.
Thank
But,
you.
but yeah, do your thing. All right. Who's next?
Good morning, Mr. Bean.
Hey,
Happy
hey, how we
Thursday.
doing this morning? Good morning, Toy.
Absolutely wonderful. Feeling great. I made the leaderboard on the Step Up app. Yay.
That's what I'm talking about. How many steps
I,
you get
I
in?
got over 11,000 steps. So now I'm
Come
not
on with it.
just hitting just over 10. So I see that progression happening. So that's great. A fifth of the way
Hmm.
through the 100-day challenge. And I
That's what
see
I'm talking about.
progression. So I'm excited about that. Um, I also wanted to share part two of the story that I shared yesterday from the gentleman that kind of got a little disrespectful when I was exposing him to the product.
Hmm.
He did respond back because I knew he was going to want more product. He wanted his wife to try it too. And so when he responded back to me, I just kind of looked at the message and let it stay as it was. I just kind of looked at it to see if he would respond again. And
Hmm.
so he did. And I told him he acted as though nothing had happened. Hey, what's
Hmm.
up?
Uh-huh.
What do a brother need to do to get some more of that juice?
Uh-huh. That
I
embarrassed
just
talk.
looked at it like, I know you're not gonna act like you didn't disrespect me. And
Right.
so when we finally met up, his sister works there too, and I had to go in and service her printer. And so I said, well, you're just gonna have to meet me on 3 because I'm not
Hmm.
coming up to 15. And lo and behold, he showed up on the 3rd floor ready to purchase his samples. I made him buy those
Hmm.
samples. And
Hmm.
so he's excited to go and expose his wife. But we had a conversation and I told him, I said, I'm very serious about this product. I don't have to deceive or, mistreat anyone to try to buy it. I said, it's not one of those products you think that people are going to take a joke. People's lives are being changed by this and you're playing. And so he
Right.
apologized.
There you go.
And he apologized and he was excited about going to expose his wife to the juice. And he's looking forward to getting his link so that they can purchase it and expose other people that they know that are on the shot. So thank you so much for allowing me to share, Mr. Bean.
Yeah, you did a great. That was a great job. And again, you got to teach people how to treat you guys. Right. Now, if a person treats you any kind of way and you allow it, that's not their fault. That's your fault. We're all adults. If a person disrespects you, you know how to put a person back in line respectfully. You know, you can also put them in a position where you know sometimes the best response is no response. You just continue to live your life and do your thing. But you pick and choose. But I'm one of those people that I'm I'm not about uh, controversy and conflict. But if we're gonna be in the same environment, you know, we need to have a conversation. So I'm glad you had yours. Now, the other thing is, I'm glad you didn't give him samples. I'm glad you made him buy the samples because yeah, he don't deserve nothing free. People like that, no, nah. That's when you show them that you don't need them. He better be glad you didn't make him buy a bag. So
That part.
yeah, that part. So you just keep on doing your thing, and about that progression is gonna continue to happen. And I'm just telling you, uh, you're gonna have people when they see your steps. I mean, look, and some of y'all guys right now, I'm telling you, like, especially with your progression, that's a post. Everything is a post, and not just a post. It's a video post, all right? And get used to. See, you don't have to be one of those individuals where uh, everything needs to be perfect, right? Where it has to be the perfect lighting, perfect, you know, everything. It's just do the video, get it done. People want to see imperfections because they see themselves in your imperfections. They don't see themselves in your perfection. They don't see themselves being able to do a flawless video and all this other stuff, perfect makeup, amazing outfit. Cut it out. All right. Let me tell you, that's what's stopping you from making your money right there. Right? You're doing an awesome video, and man, you sit there, you're looking at the likes, right? Likes are coming, but your business partners are not growing because they don't feel like they can do what you can do. Right? The moment you just jump on this, say, you know what, guys, I started to walk and talk. I started to walking, and at first I was doing 1,000 steps a day because I was sedentary. Okay. And now I'm up to 7,000 steps a day. I'll keep y'all posted. Okay. Now I'm up to 14,000 steps a day. I'll keep y'all posted. Right. Or whatever it is, I'm up to 11,000 steps a day. I'll keep y'all posted. And take people along your journey. All right. Give them an opportunity and a window into your journey so they can see themselves in your journey. Remember, it's always about social proof. If a person don't believe that they can do what you do, they will not do it. The first time you do a video, so you guys did 20,000 steps this morning, people like, that woman crazy. I ain't doing no 20,000 steps. But when they see that you came from 2,000 to 20,000 and it took you 2 weeks to do it, or 3 weeks to do it, or a month to do it, you know what? I could do that, right? I could do that. So you making $5,000 a week, $1,000 a week, you know, and they know all you're doing is posting and having quick conversations with people. They can see I can do that. Like first time you got a video and your video says you're doing $5,000 a week, $20,000 a month, now all of a sudden you're special. It's not duplicatable. Get them to where you're making $500 a week. Yeah, I got my first lifestyle bonus, and you wouldn't believe it's so easy. That $500 come in every month like clockwork because I have 4 people buying the product, and they found 4 people to buy the product. Yeah, you see how simple it is, how simple that sounds? And I make $500 a month just for that. So it pays for my product, right? Got a little extra pocket change too. And next thing you know, you got so many people doing 4 and 4, you know, finding 4 people to use the product and also helping them find 4 people to use the product as well. And it can be one product. It don't have to be a lot of product. It could be 2 products, whatever. You do that, you have a lot of people duplicate that. What happens is now you're not making $500 a month no more. You making $1,000 a week, you know, $2,000 a week, and it continues to grow because it's so simple that everybody's doing it. Break it simple, break it down, make it simple, make it duplicatable, and what you'll do is you'll start to see everybody else doing it. Now, you got give me a dance. Some of you guys, I got some dancers on here, right? And some of you guys have known one of the most famous dances that's ever been created, the Harlem Shuffle, right? And the Harlem Shuffle. Oh my God, my wife started doing the Harlem Shuffle in front of me. Oh boy, that's funny. I wish y'all could have saw that. But the Harlem Shuffle is the easiest line dance when it comes to R&B music out there. But now they done fool around and added the wobble on that. See, everybody was on the dance floor with the Harlem Shuffle. Now the wobble, oh man, you got extra moves. And so, you know, like they're trying to figure out, okay, let me get this easy dance first. And that wobble is that $15,000 a month dance and 15,000 steps a day dance. I got to work my way up to that one, right? So Harlem Shuffle it. Do something simple, something cool that you can get everybody on the dance floor to do. Because when that wobble come on, most people gonna sit down. All right. So I'll open up the mic again. Who's next? Hopefully y'all got that.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good
Can
morning.
y'all
How we
hear me?
doing? Yes, we can. Good morning. What's up?
Good. Good morning. So on the drops, I want to tell y'all that I continue because y'all was like maybe it's detoxing. I continue to do it. Of course, I kept whipping up, but I still continue. But now, as of yesterday, I stopped. So I guess I was detoxing. So it is
Mm-hmm.
working for me. I was glad to know that. And also listen. I haven't gotten up to 10,000 steps. I'm working out right now. But
It's
my
coming.
mind has been going crazy because in my office, at work, I'm stuck to the desk like basically all day. So I looked in the corner. I had one of these desks that I had someone order for me that'll raise up. And then I was like, I got to catch up. So now I ordered me a stepper. I'm going to get a stepper because I need to get on here and say I done did 10,000 steps. This is driving me crazy. I was like, they just really showing out. How can I do this? I gotta catch up. But I'm coming, y'all. I am coming. But
Damn it.
I just want to
That,
say this.
that like you and Miss Bean got that in common because she's like that's just driving me crazy. She was having the same conversation, and that's why she out here making it happen and walking and getting 10,000 steps. Because she corrected me this morning. I said he did 15, he did 14,000 steps, baby. Your ankles, you know, so they supposed to be a little sore. She said, no, I did 15. I said, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm not trying to take that from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take them steps from you. But now y'all got that in common.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue. I just wanted to tell you about that.
Oh yes, that's great. So I have to come up with a master plan. I'm gonna catch y'all. Just hold out. But also, as far as my ankle, I'm just so impressed with my ankle not swelling. So it's not
Mm,
swelling. My energy level is great. So the only thing I know, I think this is a good thing. Y'all can tell me this, but at the end of the day, like I'm so exhausted at 9 by 9:30. But maybe because I need to get more sleep, but I am sleeping all through the night. So that's
okay.
probably a good side effect
Hmm.
because I really need to sleep. So I'm getting
Right.
my sleep in. So that's great. But I do want to say something about my brother, Mr. Dean. Um,
Hmm.
I just really admire this man because the time I met him, my son had went into full cardiac arrest. So that's when he was selling the coffee, and y'all had those pills. And I started off when I brought him home because they said he would never get better. He'll just never know anything because he was without oxygen for over 22 minutes. So I started giving him those pills, the first part of his healing. I really think that made a difference because now Stephen he can do everything on his own.
Hmm.
So I really it's been a great product and everything that I watch and see what he does, but I just admire him and his family so much, and I just want to say thank you. So I was like, this is something I gotta try because I know if you introduced it, it works, and it is working. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate you. And like I said, that's that when we talk about relationships that have been built from business, for years. She's like my little sister for real. We had a great mentorship relationship, and now we have, even though we hadn't did business together for many moons, you know, we stay in contact, stay in connection, right? We stay celebrating each other, you know, and
Right.
and that's what it is. And so, like you said, though, the products and people saying, I tell people, yeah, I've been in nutraceuticals for years. That's not something that I say based on I'm trying to get you to think that I had credibility. When I say I probably impacted more lives around the world over my years in business than a lot of doctors. I mean that. I don't say that tongue in cheek and with just I think I got people on products globally that have been on products for the last 20 years, 20 plus years, and they're using those products and that's just enhanced the quality of life that they're living right now. And they have these type of stories all day. This just happens to be the latest and the greatest, right? This just happens to be the one out here that I'm tied to that's extremely effective and beneficial to everybody who uses it. And so I appreciate that, Tam. I'm glad that you actually brought that up. Gave me a chance to revisit that. Good morning. Gave me a chance to revisit that talk with Stephen, and looking forward to getting brief and here on this thing. So yeah, make sure I tell our
Yeah,
Sam I'm waiting
Uncle
for her to come on.
Sam is
Yeah, tell Uncle Sam
he's
is ready for her
coming.
to come on. All
All
right.
right. All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And so, guys, that's the thing. And also, guys, when it comes to the sleep, yeah, for me, I made a decision last night to go sleep earlier because, I had been getting great sleep with the sleep I've been getting, sleeping all through the night. But I'm like, I want more of that, right? I want to put myself in a position where I can get that for a couple of extra hours. So I went to sleep last night 2 hours earlier on purpose, right? And so that's what you should do, right? If you know it's working and you know that sleep kicking in, and like I said, those are fasting hours as well. Those are weight burning hours as well. Now that's very, very productive and very, very beneficial to you overall. So if you can find a way to shut it down an hour early, 2 hours early, from sometimes you might get an extra hour, sometimes you might get your two, right? But get the extra hours. Go for the extra hours like you're going for the extra steps. Okay. Try to get everything done earlier in the day. All right. And I applaud you also for finding ways to get those steps in because winners always find a way. So get that stepper, get the stepping, and get that riser or rising on your desk so you can stand up all the time instead of sitting down. All right,
Gotcha.
who's next? Yes, ma'am. Who's next?
Shalonda from California.
Shalonda, about 4 o'clock in the
Hey,
morning. Or good morning.
man, I am here. We're on the way to the gym right now. So, I just wanted to hop on here real quick, say good morning to everybody. And yesterday I did 10, I think it was 10,229. And the great thing for me is I did it all in one sitting. You know, usually I'll try to split it up over the day, but I said, no, let me just go ahead and get this out the way. Let me just do it, challenge myself. And I did it. And so I was
Mhm.
very, very proud of myself. So everything's going well. I'm prepping my mind for my party tonight because I have a big party tonight. And my hostess, who signed up already, she called me and said she already has two people who are ready to join tonight. And we haven't even had the party yet. So, and she's
Wow,
brand new in the business. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
I
tell you
love
that
it.
that maximum exposure in one sitting. You know what I mean? You're getting it before more than just one person. You know, and that's what
Mhm.
I get stoked about with having these parties. And then she said some people can't come, so can we do it on Zoom as well? I said absolutely we can.
Wow.
So,
See?
so we're just gonna knock it down tonight, you know what I'm saying? And then I have another party on the 5th with a whole different genre of women, the society women up in El Dorado Hills, you know where that is. So
Uh-huh. Right.
oh yeah, that's on the 5th. So we're gonna do tea and crumpets and GLP.
Okay. All right. All
So,
right.
so I'm just getting my mind psyched up and seeing more ways that I can get in front of the masses. You know, signing up for different. I'm finding the community events. You know, the holidays are coming up, so there's going to be a lot of craft. Excuse me, craft fairs and vendor opportunities, and so that's where my mind's at because my thing, what I love is getting in front of the masses. You know, and getting the message out. You know, at one time. Knock it out.
Mhm.
So
That's what I'm
that's
talking
all I
about.
wanted
And
to
that's
share.
that's how
Thank
you
you
do
so
it.
much. Yes, sir. Have a good day, everybody.
You do the same. And I'm tell you, that's why I say right now, get mine done 10,000 before 10 o'clock in the morning. I want mine done right away. Because again, it really does help when you get them all at one time if you can. Because your body's still in motion for those whole 10,000 steps. You know, you're burning continually for those 10,000 steps, right? So you're pretty much walking. For those of you who have the odometer on there, it tells you how long you walk, how many miles you walk, or kilometers based on how you measure in your country. You know, when you look up and say, "Man, I did 3 miles, I did 4 miles, I did 5 miles." Wow, that's even bigger than the steps because now you walking in distances that you would normally only ride in a car, right? You start putting stuff into perspective, right? You start looking at yourself different, right? When you start looking at yourself different, your shoulders go back, your chest come out, your head go back, right? You have a little bit more pride about yourself, higher self-esteem. And now when you look in the mirror, you have different expectations of yourself. And so just telling you, guys, this is very, very important, very, very impactful. Now, the other thing, when you talk about, the people who are doing these parties, as you actually do these parties are set up properly and they're marketed properly, and you can free sample some of the people who are doing the parties for you, or make sure the people who you're doing the parties for, if they can get in beforehand, that's even better, right? Because they'll sample before the party. If it's just their party, it's their initial one, that's fantastic too. But again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And then for her to request that you do it on Zoom for the ones who couldn't make it, that's even better because now you just added a whole nother dynamic to the situation where I wasn't even thinking about that. I never thought about that. It's like I'm gonna either do a Zoom or I'm gonna do a party, but never thought about doing them both together. When it comes to uh, these drink parties, right? So excited about that. But make sure when you have your party, make sure you have pink lemonade that make the fat fade. Basically, you got your one, where you got your lemons over there, pre-squeeze or a little bit of lemon juice or whatever. For people who like lemonade, that way they can try both. I'm gonna tell you that, guys, there's something about that lemon, the lemon water already helps you when it comes to your digestive system, right? What do you think happens when you put that in there with that pink drink and you drink that daily? Think about it. For some of you, like, oh man, I forgot to drink my lemon water this morning. Would you forget to drink it if it was in your pink drink, right? Like Laura says, she likes the actual drink because it helps her hydrate, right? It helps her drink water, right? So that's a really good way of reminding yourself, to actually have your lemon water, right? Just make sure you have it with your pink drink. So, because my wife, she makes it for me, a big cup, large cup, and what I'll do is I'll drink half the large cup, and then I'll pour the other half into my bottle, and I'll shake it up, right? Fill it up to the top, whatever. When it comes to my alkaline water, yeah, if I drink too much, I just fill it up a little more, and there we go. Round two, fight, So that's important. But like I said, Zooms, I love it. When it comes to those parties as well, you got somebody's, zooming out to people who want to participate, but they can't, they don't have the ability to be there. So now that house party potentially gets out of your state, out of your city, out of your state, out of your neighborhood, right? And now you're talking to people, it may even be out of the country. Now you're talking to people that's going to be buying the product and from different cities, different states, and they won't be there in the living room with you guys. So great job. Looking forward to getting those testimonials and those numbers and following up with you on that. All right. Who's next?
Mr.
Hey,
Bain, this is
Somebody's
Dr.
beeping.
Felicia.
Hey,
Somebody's
Dr. Felicia,
beeping.
good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, hey, Dr. Felicia, good morning.
There's an alarm
Hey.
going on.
That's that's on your side. If you can mute, everybody mute out, that'd be
Okay.
great. Okay. Now go ahead, Dr.
All
Felicia.
right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak this morning. I just wanted to say that walking is not bothering me. I have been in my latter age, been diagnosed with asthma,
Hmm.
and it does not take my breath away or anything. And I'm just impressed that I'm not tired, I'm not sore, and I can just walk forever. And so that has really impressed me. But even walking, now my stomach doesn't even bounce, you know.
Hmm.
And so I just wanted to make sure I said something about that. Being also, well, I don't claim it now. I was diabetic, and I
Hmm.
told you all on Walk and Talk how I got off of that before I even got on this product. But this product is, I'm using it as a maintenance for my A1C, and
Hmm.
so I'm having lunch today, a business lunch with somebody that I call the mouth of the South, so that they can help spread this. So that's my intentions with that. And then I want to tell Mr. Leroy that when we were coming back home last week and was driving up in the neighborhood, the big bad wolf was out there, literally.
Uh,
I asked my husband, I said, what is that? Because I couldn't tell by looking at it what it was. It had the long body, it was starving.
uh-huh.
And so I just want him to know now that the wolf is in
Morning.
town. It was actually a
Mm.
coyote. So that's why I'm gonna go out there by myself
Ah,
and
that's
walk.
what I'm
So
talking about. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I'm
you gotta watch
listening.
out.
I'm
Yeah, you
listening
gotta
for
watch
that.
out.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Starving
yes.
too. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'm going
If you
back
walk,
on mute.
no problem. If you have, and like I said, if you have dogs and stuff like that, you walk with your dogs, walk with your dogs, right? If you have other human beings that can protect you, walk with other human beings, right? But yeah, no, be very, very aware of your surroundings and what's out there. Like y'all hear on several occasions how we had these alligators out here, and boy, they're gonna be out here, right? And so I stay away from them. They need to stay away from me, right? And so this being, she's fearless. She be walking by the lake. I'm like, hey, I'm walking across the street, so I'm gonna need you to walk over here with me. So I don't have to save either one of us, you know. So we just talking about the distance of across the street. So, but yeah, a great job on that on the fitness side because when your skin is tightening up, right, and you're taking these steps. Other thing that you got to understand is this, when you have your mornings and you're walking and everything else, when you actually are walking and those steps are working and you are losing inches, right? You're losing inches, you're getting more mobile, things are happening. The one thing that you don't want to do is mess it up, right? And what happens is now you're very conscious about messing it up. You're very conscious about eating something that you shouldn't eat or overeating, right? Or drinking something you shouldn't drink, or binging, whatever it is, right? You're very conscious of it. Even if you should mess up, right? And you come back here tomorrow and say, you know what? I really didn't want to do that. And I really shouldn't have did that. So now you continue to go back and then continue to do what you've been doing, staying consistent with your steps, staying consistent with your workouts, whatever. If you're working out, staying consistent with your eating regimen, right? However you're eating. Not talking about like a rabbit. I'm not talking about rabbit food. Just eating in the proper order and eliminating some starches and carbs from time to time that you would normally eat. What ends up happening then, when you mess up or when you have a treat day, it becomes a very few and far in between, right? So now you're putting in gaps between, your meals and your mess ups, your treat days. Okay, and so you're conditioning your brain because remember, when you're walking, exercising, drinking water, drinking this product, that's what you're doing. You're detoxing your brain. Okay, those chemicals, right? Your system, you detox your body, detox your brain. The chemicals that are in your body are starting to dissipate. They're starting to go away. They start to dilute, right? They start to become irrelevant. And what you're doing is you're gaining control, right, of what's going on, of how your body craves or don't craves, how your mind thinks and don't thinks. And that's something that most people haven't had throughout the entirety of their life is control. Okay? So telling you guys, just continue to pay attention to your body, continue to pay attention to how you make decisions, right? And you'll start to see how much better your decisions become the further and further you get into this process. And so,
Mr. Bean, did I say I lost 5 inches off my waist?
no, you didn't. I'm telling you
Okay.
that, but I'm glad that you did because I'm definitely
Me
gonna be
too.
using that. I'm definitely gonna be using that.
Yeah,
That's a
me
great
too.
story.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
when you said my belly ain't bouncing, right, guys? For a woman, that's transparent, right? That's a woman who is proud of her accomplishments, right? And but that's also a woman who's showing you it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be transparent, right? This is a safe place. We talk about it all the time. You can't help anybody, right, by hiding your stories and testimonies, right? Roll up your sleeves, show people your scars, right? And that's why I didn't do what we intend on doing, helping people. So thank you, Doc. All right, who's next?
Yo, yo,
Beans,
Yo,
Erica
yo.
Neal.
Who
it's
was the yo?
Ignacio.
Ignacio. Good morning. And then we got
Hey,
Erica. Okay.
all right. So I got a double dose of new inspiration. One was I just put a chip on my shoulder from somebody that I once respected for a long,
Mm.
long time, a long time, blindly. We actually
Uh-huh.
um we actually bumped heads the other day, and bumped heads brought up all kinds of you know indirect shots, direct shots,
Uh-huh.
uh who was loyal the most, who helped who the most, who
Huh.
did what,
Right.
who did what the most. And
Right.
when I had to check the, you know, do the checks and balances and make sure things that were said were correct. I looked at it and I had to confirm some information, and it was just like totally incorrect. And I had to just come back and I had to tell him, like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this alone. Kind of like what you were talking about. And I'm not using this to not be angry, not be mad, not be upset, because that was my first reaction, right? My first reaction was to be
Right.
like, you know, like have some type of an emotional breakdown, but like internally, because you know, when you follow somebody for so long and you
Yeah.
think that they're gonna return the favor and actually supporting you, and they don't. But when, you know, the support goes the other way, when you call me and you ask me to support you, it's there's no hesitation, right? It's like at the drop of a dime. I'm like, boom, yeah, obviously you're doing something new. Okay, cool. All right, yeah,
Right.
let's do it. All right, you doing something new? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Boom. But as soon as I come with something, you want to put a roadblock there. You want to turn it into a, you know, some type of life lesson and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I took that. I'm taking that, and I'm
Hmm.
telling you, it has pissed me off in the best way possible,
Hmm.
because man, you know, I wanted to defend myself. You know, I wanted to start arguing and started going, you know, like just going in.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I this is what I know. I know building something undeniable will will be, you know, like
Your best payback.
it'll be the
That's
best
your best
payback,
get
man.
back.
It'll
Your
be it'll
best
be the
get back.
best get back. You know, my enemy isn't that, man. My enemy is
Right.
inconsistency. My enemy is procrastination. My enemy is every promise I haven't kept to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when when I
Or
let that fuel me, right? I let that fuel me. So
uh-huh.
my dad came over the other day, and it was kind of like it kind of balanced everything out, but in the best way possible, man, because I was so heated. And then my dad came over. He's my best friend, right? He's 74.
Right.
And I started talking to him, and I'm like, hey dad, how's the product been going? You know, you've been taking it consistently. And he's like, yeah, yeah, mijo, I've been taking it. And I'm like, how are you feeling? And he's like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm feeling more alive. And
Mm.
I'm like,
Mm.
vitality. When you
Wow.
got when you got a product like this, you know, you take those disrespects, you take those shots,
Right.
you take it to the chin, and you just keep going. You let it make you stronger, and you use that chip as fuel. But then you have the what these products are doing for not only you, your family, your friends, and everybody around you, especially those ones that are closest to you. So like when my dad told me he's feeling more alive and he's at 74, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, that was the
That's it.
best feeling ever right there, because that now I can't stop. Now I can't stop because of this
Right.
person over here that just pissed me off, that I gotta
Right.
outdo. And then my dad, so like I'm taking both and putting them together, and it just got this undeniable fuel that, like, oh man,
Yeah.
you can't stop me.
Let me
You
share
can't
some with
break
you,
me.
Ignacio.
Yeah.
When I was going through uh foreclosure, bankruptcy, repossession, all this other stuff, I had people who were also, antagonists. I had people who were also adversarial. I had people who were also, gaslighting, because you were talking to the king of gaslighting, right, by the way. And, I had some people who were, at the top of the game when it came to them being narcissists, right? And I had a lot of people who had so many people on my list that when you have your goals and dreams, guys, you know, some people that are opposing you, they need to be on your goals and dream list, because, and I had my people, all those people on my goals and dream list, and they were on my hit list, on top of my cars, the houses, and everything else. I had them there. So I'm looking at them every day saying, yeah, when I hit this, gonna hit diamond. Yeah, when I get to $50,000 a month, yeah, when I get to $75,000 a month, it's like, yeah, I'm scratching everybody off my list, right? So, that was a real big deal. Morning. That was a big deal, real big deal for me. So I was scratching people off my list and converting people, from haters to congratulators, right? And that was part of the problem. That was part of the prize for me. I had people who literally they wouldn't tell me, that they saw what I'd done, but they would tell other people. And all of a sudden you go from hating because you hear other people saying my name in a great light, right? And so that was my motivation too. And for me, I like it when people come and oppose me because that's one of those things that, I thrive off of. It's not revenge. It's just, me
Right.
showing you that I was gonna be great without you. I already like you don't determine, my level of success, right? And so with the cars and stuff like that came as a byproduct of me, showing myself. Well, first of all, proving it to myself, but other things is kind of making sure that they got a chance to see it. They got a front row seat to see it because social media will show everybody your movie, right? And
Right.
so right now, it's hurting him because he sees videos of you, the videos he see that you do every day that are so passionate, that are so well put together. He sees that every day. He's never seen that side of you. He's seen greatness out of you, but he's never seen this side of you, right? And so now he knows you're full on purpose, right? He knows that you're in the trenches hunting. He knows you're grinding. He knows you're on your way. And so I'm gonna just tell you, the last thing that those type of people have is that one hope that they can steal your dream or they can sink your ship, or put you in a position where you stop, doing what you're doing and doubt what you're doing because that allows them to stay ahead of you, right? Because that's the problem. He sees himself ahead of you and he sees helping him surpass you. One thing about narcissistic leaders, they are great at suppressing, right? They're great at holding people down. They're great at drowning the dreams of people who come after them, who decide to do something different than them. You're supposed to be the subordinate. You're supposed to be the person who is following him to the day you die. You're supposed to be the person who feeds his family and pays his rent. That's the guy you're supposed to be in his eyes. And if you're anything other than that, you're a threat. So y'all know the same people. I'm telling you, you know the same people. And y'all were in the same circles when it came to business a lot on largely in that industry. So right now, you actually have the upper hand because what he's doing, everybody is not going to continue to do. All the people he personally sponsored, he's already started to see a lot of them quit because the insurance game is not an easy game to be in. And so now, insert Ignacio, insert Try GLP and Ignite, right?
Right.
Insert Ignacio all over the internet and social media. Guess what happens after that? There's a mass exodus of people in his circle that y'all share. He's already singing it. So I appreciate you. Glad that Pops is feeling that vitality and continue to
Right.
use that story, continue to tell that story. That's a whole right. Just Pops by itself is a video, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just Pops by itself as a video. And I'm gonna tell you that video, I look forward to seeing that video real soon, bro. All right.
Right. Bet.
All right. All right. Miss Neil, Erica Neil,
Hey, Mr. Bean. Hey, everybody.
good morning.
Love this call, and I love what Ignacio was saying as well. And he's our inspiration when it comes to the husband and wife team thing. They be doing their thing over there. And I just wanted to chime in just to let you know, because I don't say much, but to let you know, we got our 11,000 steps in before 9 yesterday. I finished out with 13,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down 6 more pounds, so I'm a total down 14 pounds on this product.
Oh, that's what I'm
And
talking about.
oh yeah, and I feel great. We was trying to fight sleep last night, but I mean, I'm not saying fight it. I was trying to stay awake last night, and we went to bed early. We went to bed early. You got some real good sleep, and I'm loving this call
Uh-huh.
and everything everybody is putting out there. And I'm loving this conflict resolution that you be giving us, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
people, the haters are out there, and also the what you call the lurkers are looking. Oh,
Uh-huh.
they looking. I
Uh-huh.
got a couple of them
Yeah.
today that want to get with me and they want to buy the product. So they told me after I
Uh-huh.
finished, we headed to the gym right now. They said once we were done, when we
Mm-hmm.
got back, they wanted to sign up. So
Right.
now
That's
turn
what I'm
that back
talking
on over
about.
to you. You want to say
Hey, they
something, Tim?
looking.
I'm good. Okay,
Come on,
good.
Tim. You good? Okay.
Go ahead, Tim. Say something.
Oh no, I was just matter of fact, I was just listening to the conversation with Ignacio, and I know exactly how he feel, and I felt the same way. But what I found out, found was you know what, your success is the greatest reward, and those things are gonna come. But you know what we look at here is that look how many lives, like you mentioned earlier, that we're gonna be able to change, transform. Because the thing is, you know, we're not just only trying to be successful, but we're trying to be impactful. We're trying to be significant, and that takes on a whole different you know way of life when you know it's bigger than you. It's about more people around, when one day they'll stand on the stage or tell their grandkids, hey, I was at this stage in my life, and somebody shared something with me, and now I'm still here, playing with my grandkids or whatever, because you help to preserve them life, give them more life, help them get up out of bed with back problems and different things like that. So I mean, I'm just so excited about the product, so excited about this call, so excited about the relationships that we're building. Because now, I was telling Erica yesterday, I said, we got family all over the place again. I got family in Houston, I got family over in Germany, I got family over in California, I got family, every place you guys at, that's my family. And guess what? Everybody on this call, y'all got some family in Puerto Rico. So they say you know anybody in Puerto Rico? Yeah, we got family down there. So we family, y'all. So just when
That's
y'all
what
in
I'm
the
talking
head,
about.
drop in. Turn back over to you, sir.
All right. Puerto Rico. This is Bean and Leroy was rolling their R's last night. Puerto Rico. All right. So, but I appreciate you and Erica, and what you got to bring to the table. And I know that Erica did beat you last night. It was public. So she got you again. Someone needs you to step up, Tim.
Mr.
Need you to
Bean,
step
what you
up,
put
bro.
me on blast?
Yeah. Hey, me and JD had this conversation last night. I told JD, I said, I'm not going to do it. And I kept my word, JD. I didn't do it. And JD said, yeah, I know you're going to do it. I said, I didn't do it. So I got to get you, Tim, because I couldn't do it to JD this morning. I promised JD I wasn't going to do it. So I got to get you
Thank
this
you very
morning.
much. Thank you very much. I know. We on our way to the gym. I'm like Dragonfly Jones. It's on.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about. That's
on.
what I'm talking about. But like you said, guys, I'm going to tell you, people are out there making money, right? And people have to make money to make a living, right? You got people out there making money on people, right? And you got people out there who are taking advantage of people while they make their money. You go to sleep every night knowing that every dollar you make was impacting somebody's life or saving somebody's life or helping somebody change their life. Because it don't get no better than that, right? It gets no better than that. If you so happen to find yourself making $10,000 a month, that's in direct proportion to how many people's lives you're changing with that product. You so think about it for a second. You get to $20,000 a month, you're saving and changing many more lives, right? So when my wife and I was making $60,000, $75,000 a month, and that nutritional company that Tammy was talking about, I enjoyed every bit of it because it was all worth it. We didn't hurt anybody in the process. We didn't lie to anybody in the process. All we did was impact people's lives in the best way to where people are living a higher quality life. Think about this. This is one of the most selfless situations you could ever find yourself in, right? You get a chance to help yourself. You get a chance to help yourself from a health perspective. You get a chance to help yourself from a wealth perspective, right? And it's the same product that you're moving that's helping everybody else with theirs as well. So with that being said, guys, today was a great day. As always, looking forward to testimonies and packs for tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow, same day, different day, same time, same line, more people. Definitely a big impact. Take care, guys. Let's go out there and get these steps. Let's get it stepping. Let's go out there and move the needle.
Have a great day,
Have
everyone.
a,
Have a good everybody.
thank
Sir.
you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Have
Enjoy,
an
everybody.
amazing day.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna get 10,000 before
Have a great
7:30.
one.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm already at 7,000 right now, 7,800 at 7 o'clock. So I'm definitely gonna knock out that 10,000 before 10:30, before 10
Get
o'clock.
it,
I
get
promise
it,
you.
get it, get
Let's
it,
get it,
get
guys.
it. Let's get it. I got 9,400. So I got 600 more to go. That's it. 600 steps. I'm done. I'm gonna hit the gym right
Oh,
now.
I ain't saying nothing, but somebody heard that. I ain't said nothing, but
Wait a minute.
somebody
Wait a minute.
heard
Wait a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not a challenge to nobody. No. No. Wait.
I'm just saying. I'm
No.
just saying. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. But somebody heard that. I'm just saying that.
No.
ah, all right, guys. I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all on the
See ya.
leaderboard. Bye.